this video, we're going to be making a backup battery pack for camping. It's going to have a voltmeter display to show the voltage of the battery. It's also going to have a bunch of switches and LED light for lighting up your tent. It's going to be made in this little Pelican case. I think it was a binocular holder for the military. I bought it at an Army surplus store. And the battery we're going to be using is a 9 amp hour sealed cell lead acid rechargeable 12 volt battery. So let's get started. So the first step in getting this battery to fit, it as you can see, it's pretty much perfect, except the lid doesn't go down, and that's because of this little, I don't even know what the fuck that's for, but we're gonna cut it out. So let's do that. So now we put the battery in there. Ow! Ooh! It might be from the clamp. Yeah, it's from the clamp. I might have to sand it down a little bit, but it's in there nice and tight. It's a little off balance, but it'll do. Alright, so the game plan here is for the battery to sit in here and there be a wooden framework around the exterior to kind of hold the battery in place right here. But before I can do that, one of the features to this that I talked to about with my friend, because I'm making it for my friend, is he wants a couple of lugs to come out the back so you can hook jumper cables up to it onto a car and charge the battery real quick. So we're gonna drill some holes for these tiny little lugs to go through, and yeah, we'll get to putting the battery in and building the framework. Like that. Okay, so the negative's going to be here. Now I have to get a Alright, so this is my little table for spray painting. We're going to spray paint the washer that's going on the positive red, so it's easy to identify. Bright cherry red. Alright guys, so I upgraded the studs on the side a little bit bigger. A little bit. Yeah, they're gigantic now. But you know, you're going to be attaching jumper cables to these to charge it from your car. So I went with really big 12 millimeter bolts, and I took a big washer and I cut it to fit, and then spray painted it red like you saw. And then so the only problem with this setup, which I guess was a problem with the last setup but not as much, was if something were to hit these, it would short the battery and discharge the battery. So what we need to do is make a plastic thing that screws onto this on the hot side to stop it from shorting. So let's do that. Alright guys, so what we're doing here is we're using this thermal-set plastic. It's just plastic that, this is a big chunk of it, but you put it in hot water and it turns clear, and then it's moldable, so you can mold it around this and then let it cool, and it turns back to white. And then we'll spray paint it red and we'll put it on there. So let's put that in there, maybe a little bit more. And I'll do a time lapse of it turning white or clear. Alright guys, so we're good and the plastic is good and soft. So to start this off, I'm going to spray the bolt down with WD-40 to stop the plastic from really sticking to the metal so it'll screw off later. So see how it's moldable. I'm taking the bit of plastic off that isn't quite melted yet. And then we take this and I'm going to just make the thing that goes around it. And this is going to be spray painted red. The nice thing about this plastic is it can always be shaped after with a sander or like a hacksaw or something, and I am going to do that.
Don't wanna live as an untold story, rather go out in a blaze of glory. I can't hear you, I don't fear you. I live now cause the bad die last, dodging bullets with your broken past. I can't hear you, I don't fear you now. Wrapped in your regret, what a waste of blood and sweat. Oh, I wanna taste love and pain, wanna feel pride and shame. I don't wanna take my time, don't wanna waste one life. I wanna live better days, never look back and say, could have been me, it could have been me, yeah. Don't wanna live as an unsung melody, I'd rather listen to the silence enemy. I can't hear you, I won't fear you. Don't wanna wake up on a Monday morning, the thought of work is getting my skin crawling. I can't fear you, I don't hear you now. Wrapped in your regret, what a waste of blood and sweat. Oh, I wanna taste love and pain, wanna feel pride and shame. I don't wanna take my time, don't wanna waste one life. I wanna live better days, never look back and say, could have been me, it could have been me, yeah. Hey! Wanna taste love and pain, wanna feel pride and shame. I wanna take my time.
Alright guys, so this is the final product. I put some labels on it, and I don't know if any of you guys are going to notice, but this is a different display than was in the last clip. The old display was right here, and it was fluctuating all over the place like crazy and couldn't settle on a voltage. I tried adjusting it and troubleshooting it, but I had this bigger one. It barely fit in there, but it works. So you hit power right here. It says power right there. Power, and it lights up the switch. It also lights up the 12 volt car outlet and the USB jacks. There's two USB 3.0. You can hit this to test the voltage. It's sitting at about 12.5 volts, which is pretty good because I have not charged it a single time in like the 6 months I've had the battery. It's taken me that long to get this thing done, but I've just been procrastinating. And he wanted an LED light on it. Damn, that is really blinding out the camera. But yeah, it's good light. This is an old nav light I got from work that they threw out. This is the top end of it. So it's going to be hard for you guys to find one, but that's what it looks like, and that was the top end of it. So let's go take it outside to the car and see what it can do. Alright guys, so got the battery box right here. One feature about the battery box is you can charge the battery box with your jumper cables for your car. Now, another thing I'm going to try, because I saw Electro Boom jump his car with AA batteries, so this is a lot bigger than a AA battery. We're going to disconnect the battery and hook this battery up to it and see if I can start the car, but first we got to charge it up. So, put the positive on the positive and negative on the negative. Positive on the positive. We'll start her up. Tell my exhaust is broken. So one way that you can tell if the battery's charging is if you have a meter on it. It should read about 14 volts. 13.7. My alternator might be taking a shit, or this meter might be a little bit indicating less than it actually is. But if I remove the jumper cable, hit this, it should read about 12. Yep, 12.8. Put this guy back on. I got 13. Yeah, it looked like 19 for a second, but 13.6. So I know that my alternator is charging the battery. So we're going to leave it like that for a little bit. And then we're going to try to jump the Jeep the battery box, because that would be sweet if it could do that. So cut back when it's charged. Okay, so I got the battery disconnected. Battery is disconnected. I hope you can see that. There's the positive and it's disconnected. So now we gotta really hope I don't hurt my Jeep doing this. You really shouldn't, but you never know with my luck, you know. So we're gonna hook up one end of the jumper cables, negative, and then to that wire that was hanging off where the battery used to connect to. I should show that the car doesn't start. Yeah, just listen. Alright, let's see if we can do this. I'm recording, right? I am, okay. Let's give it a shot. That's a negative. Can't start the car on it, but you can charge it using jumper cables. That's nice. I'm bummed, but oh well. So I was thinking while I was putting all that crap away, that was kind of an unfair test. But if your battery was dying, you could use that to charge your battery. You could. So that was an unfair test because that puts out 1,000 amps. This puts out 9. So a couple things to note. I did add this little string to the plastic bit so it won't get lost. The new display, I tested the USB in the car outlet. It works, it's all good. So I want to thank you guys for making it to the end. If you did. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. That's super awesome. I'm super psyched about it. And I hope I earned your subscription. I hope you enjoyed the video. And thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate it.